Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show, and we're here with our second guest. She is a dynamic young lady who's, a mover and shaker in her own right, and she is the founder of a nonprofit organization called Mothers to Daughters. Please put your hands together and welcome Francine Mbvoumbo.
Thank you, Nikki. I'm so glad to be here.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for making the time and being here. It's wonderful. I know we connected sometime earlier this year, and finally it happened. It's always about the appointed time, right?
Exactly.
So
this
tonight
is the
was
right
the night.
timing for that. So, yeah, really pleased, and it's an honor.
Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. So tell me about this wonderful journey to becoming the founder of Mothers to Daughters. When did it start? I know you're originally from Cameroon. Is that correct?
I am, and I would like to start actually with the household. Just growing up in a family where I saw my mother being a big giver in the community. And then came a time where she felt I needed an education that will really cement, all the seeds she's planted in the little girl I was. And I moved to Canada. So I left my country and I moved here by myself. And being an immigrant was a very, I like to say a blessing. It was a blessed experience for me to be alone and having to navigate the challenges of being a young girl in a completely new environment and meeting new people. I was not bilingual then because French is my first language,
yes.
But I had to learn really fast. So fast forward from college all the way to my first job, I really started gravitating towards women with lots of experience. My managers became my mentors. I was never introduced to mentorship when I was in college. So when I moved to Toronto about 4 years ago, I had a light bulb moment. I felt seeing my mom having those experiences in college and then in the workplace, I felt I wanted to pay homage to those women because they really accelerated my process of becoming. When Judith was here earlier, she mentioned being wiser beyond your age.
Yes.
And that's what I was actually tagged with myself. So Mothers to Daughters came together. I always consider myself a daughter, and mothers are all the women I'm surrounded by that make sure I am a force and I do good and I give back to the community. So there you are, Mothers to Daughters, a transmission of knowledge from a generation to another. So it's for me to say to the younger generation, you don't always have to stick within yourselves. It's important to branch out,
right.
Step out of your comfort zone, and look for that wisdom, that experience from, more experienced generations. So, yeah.
And that's what the mothers bring. Lots of experience and wisdom. Fantastic. I love that idea.
Thank
and
you.
it's really a very precious venture that you started, because it's true. It takes a village to raise an individual, and we have to really lean on our elders to support us that way, because we don't have all the answers. But I think a lot of people maybe are a little bit shy or maybe proud to ask for help. So, to have this organization that is firmly rooted in, making that connection, that intersection of ages and generations and experiences, I think it's really special. I love being around the youth because it keeps me young. And I hope that maybe, I can inspire and empower, and that's
and
just
you
a
said
wonderful
it right.
thing.
It doesn't just go from the daughters aspiring to become mothers. It's the other way around as well, because there's so much to learn. Just think of digital, the pandemic, all the things I always get. I have one of my mothers. Her name is Svetlana, and
I like that. One of your mothers.
One of my mothers. I have many of them. She's not very literate when it comes to digital, and whenever I'm around, she's, Francine, please help me with this. So
Yeah.
that's what we bring as well, like the freshness and just, thinking quite rapidly when it comes to digital.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you bring the freshness. What do you seek in an older relationship, wisdom, mother?
I seek testimonials. I feel I love to navigate life by myself, but if I'm going through something specific, it's as simple as even launching mothers to daughters. I had a village. So I was not in the highland, and the mothers in my life provided that guidance. So when I'm with them, they make sure I see outside of the box. That's what I look for. They are entrepreneurs, they are accomplishing their careers, and to me, to be around them, it also goes beyond that, professional aspect of things. Even when it comes to my personal life, they can give me advice on anything. Boys, they will tell me, we've been there.
Always
They've
need
been
advice
there
with
before.
boys.
Yeah, they are really, I know what to call for specific things I'm going through, and I know, I'm going to get a response, and I'm going to get the guidance I'm looking for. I'm a wisdom seeker. I like to be having those intelligent conversations to make sure I'm always on top of things.
Okay, that is excellent. I really love this. So you've had this organization for how long now?
2 years.
2 years. Okay. And how do you bring the members together? How do the youth meet the mothers and mothers meet the daughters?
We meet generally virtually. We have a platform where we host events, and I am the intermediary. I make sure I go to daughters asking them what they would like the mothers to talk about. And I go to mothers and I say, these are the topics that daughters are interested in. And we get together, and it becomes a very intimate, cozy, wisdom-filled moment. With those, with that generational piece. And we have everyone from baby boomers to Gen Zers, Gen Xers, and millennials. I'm a millennial myself, so it really becomes very rich having all those women together over those events. So yeah, it's been virtual, but we're really looking forward to having our very first in-person event.
I can just hear the room full of laughter and just,
yes,
great exchanges. That's amazing. What's the number one question that comes up? Do you notice that people want to know? They want mothers to tell them.
They will say, "I'm going through. I'm in my 20s. I'm very confused. I'm not sure where to go. I'm not even sure who I am." When you were my age, what was your thought process then?
Right.
What did you do? Obviously, times have changed, but that experience will always benefit generations from now. Speaking of millennials and Gen Zers, so it's a very precious advice they'll be giving, and it's very relatable as well. Doesn't matter that times have changed.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, if that question was posed to me, I was already a mom. I was married and a mom in my 20s. Yeah.
And most of those daughters are not necessarily there. So they obviously face that backlash. You're close to your 30s, you're not settled, what's going on? And they're all about trying to have a career and being independent. And that's where mothers, tell them, there's time for everything.
Yeah.
And that's when the concept of changing times, takes effect, because it's not really, life is not exactly going as in back in the days, I would say. So realities make it in a way that women are more not in charge, but they are more mindful of how they want to navigate their future, and even being with someone and forming a family, and career seems sometimes to take the lead when it comes to those lists of priorities.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Awesome. Well, I'm intrigued, and I'd love to have an opportunity to meet with some more daughters.
I would love to have
I have
you.
2 biological, but yeah, I love to meet more daughters. So how can we arrange that, and where can people meet you on social media?
On social media, we are Instagram. It's mothers_to_daughters. On Facebook, it's simply Mothers to Daughters. And my personal LinkedIn is Francine Mbvoumbo. So I always like to connect with people and make sure they can identify themselves, either they are a mother or a daughter. So that conversation always starts with me.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on this
Thank you.
incredible, opportunity to bring those voices together, generations together in one room. That's so exciting. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much, and I can't wait because we have projects coming up, and that will be the first project. Is called Legacy Building Apprenticeship, and that's where we crystallize the relationship between a mother and a daughter. And as you said, you want more daughters. That will be an occasion for you to meet more daughters. And we also have a mandate to support newcomers with a program called Guiding Light. So, launching June 1st.
Okay, excellent. And all that can be found on your website?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Mothers2daughters.ca.
Easy to remember. Fantastic. Francine, thank you so much. Again, I tip my hat to you. Congratulations on this.
Thank you so much, Nikki.
You're welcome. Everybody, Francine Mbvoumbo, go check her out. Mothers to Daughters. We'll be right back.